Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial. I am Eliss and welcome to my digital dream. So today I'm going to show you guys how I do my face anatomy. Yeah, so this is my first voiceover video, so please be good to me. And also a disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm a self-taught artist. I've been drawing for long time ago. What? So what I'm about to teach you guys today is basically what I've learned through that long years of drawing. This is also not the traditional way on how to do face anatomy, but at least for me, this worked. So I got this technique from observing professional artists that are on YouTube. So maybe for you guys, this would work too. I've seen some artists probably self-taught like me. They use it, but they end up not following the guides that they made. Well, they still achieve the face that they were aiming for, and that's good. But I guess it's better to fully utilize your tools or your guides, right? Especially if you're a beginner and if you're confused on how to put or where to put those grid lines, I'm gonna show you some techniques that help me. Okay, so first, of course, our favorite circle for the base of our face. So I'm gonna do a front view first. Okay, so let's just leave that circle there. I added a new layer so it won't be touched because we're still gonna use that. So on a new layer, let's put our grid lines. So this is the front view. Center line will be of course at the center. So that's our center line. And now those two horizontal grids. For me, I put the first horizontal line in this intersection. Now on traditional style, this is where they put the eyes. But on mine, I like using this as the guide for the nose. I think it's kind of helpful. Okay, so next is the horizontal line for our eyes. So if you're doing anime style, you might want to put the second horizontal line, especially if you're doing a girl. Just up it up a little bit. So the next one that I like to do is, this is something that I've learned from a professional YouTuber artist recently, and this thing helped me a lot. So draw a long triangle. Now the length of your triangle, from my observation, it can differ. It depends on what kind of face you're making. If you're making like more like a baby face or something, you might wanna do a shorter length triangle like this. But for me, because I'm doing kind of a long face, I drew a long one. Okay, so now we have our guide, so let's start sketching the face. Your face anatomy will be much easier when you use your guidelines correctly. For the eyes, I usually don't do this, but if you're still a beginner at drawing and you don't know how to shape your eyes, just do an oval, like a molting oval. I don't know. It's not a perfect oval, it's just something that you can shape your eyes with. It can also depend what kind of eyes you want to do. For example, if an almond shape, this is fine. If you want to make it a little droopy, you want to make the oval bigger here and then smaller. So it'll help you shape your eyes better if you're not used to drawing eyes. So we have our eyes, then we can draw second eyelids if you want it. Then the eyebrows. Come on, let's use our tools. There you go. We have our second eye. I didn't draw the eyeballs yet because sometimes that's where everything goes wrong. Like if you mirror the same eyeballs, it will look weird, trust me. Okay, now we'll draw the eyeballs. Then the nose. And there you go. You have successfully made the face. But what are we gonna do? What can we use these intersections with? So those intersections are good for the ears. That's where we put our ears. And it's good because if you notice, if you try to observe some faces, you will see that this part of the ear is aligned with the eyes, and the lower part of this ear is aligned with the nose. So like this person, so if you can see, the lower part of the ear is aligned with the nose, and this end of the ear is aligned with the eyes. So it works well, right? So now you can see even those intersections have their uses. Let's try our 3/4 view. So for this, as I was observing those professional YouTube artists, for 3/4, they like to put a circle here. So this circle is actually good. I didn't know about this until I just watched it from the YouTubers. So this circle is good to indicate the direction or where your character is facing. So for example, if I draw this circle kind of right here, you can tell that your character is supposed to look up. If you draw it this part, now your character is looking down. It's good, right? So for this one, we're just gonna draw our character just the eye view. So we draw this oval here in the middle. So now let's put the center line. Now for our first horizontal line, we don't follow this intersection. We follow this edge of the circle, the lowest edge of the circle. The next step again is drawing a long triangle, but the end should be intersected with your center line. Again, just follow the grid. The grid you make is your key to a proper face. And again, this is where the ear starts, and this is where it ends. Okay, so when sketching the skull, just extend it a little bit, a reasonable distance. And this right here is where your skull ends. You can also notice that when you try to observe people, the end of the skull is usually at the back of our ears, not here. It won't be here because this is where our neck starts. So when you do the eyes for the 3/4, mind that this is a 3/4 view, so you can't draw the same length of eyes. Let's make this one more rounder. And this one is the normal size. Okay, now so we're on to our last view, the side view. I'm just gonna duplicate this circle that I made. Now this view, I think this will be the most easy. For this one, we won't have a center line because it's a side view. So let's get on with the first horizontal view, or horizontal line, which is again the edge of the circle. Now this time, your triangle will define how your character is facing. For example, if I do this kind of triangle, so that means your character is looking upward. If we do this, then that means your character is looking down. Pretty easy, right? So for this, we're gonna do a normal view. You wanna make your triangle like this. It won't be straight. If you make your triangle straight or your first line straight, then it'll look weird. So slant it a little. Okay, now we got our triangle. Let's move on to the face. So this is the part where you put the nose. Make sure you're sticking with your guide. So for the lower lip, use this intersection so your face won't look symmetrical. And for the chin, the end of the chin should be aligned with the triangle line. Now for our eyes, you might want to also use a triangle here. And then we sketch it. You can make it a little rounder. You don't have to follow the straight line, so it gives more shape to your eyes. Now for the shape of our skull, you can just duplicate your circle and move it to a reasonable distance and stop it right here at this point, because that is where our skull would end. There we have it. That's how I do my face anatomy. I hope this helped you guys. So I'm just gonna pick one of these three and I will proceed to the artwork. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just how I do it as a self-taught artist, and this is what I've learned for the past years of my drawing. I hope this helps you guys, and see you in the next video.